fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm excited for this video because I'm going to be doing a first impression on the Candylicious palette, and this is from Bombshell Lashes is what it says on the palette, but their Instagram is Bombshell Cosmetica. So I was excited about this. This is a new brand to me. I've never tried anything from them before, and I did pre-order this palette. So real quick rundown, I believe it was $54, but when they first launched it they had like a code and everything on the website was 50% off, which I kind of hate stuff like that, like brands doing certain things, like just like raising the price and whatnot. Just I feel like it's just like a marketing ploy and it's just kind of annoying to me. So I did end up like paying like $27, and then I had to pay shipping, and I did ship from Puerto Rico, so it took a little bit longer than normal, but it really was not bad. And they also posted a thing on Instagram, and they said that like the first 50 people to order would also get a free pair of lashes. And I was on their website like the moment it went live. Like I was refreshing it, I was ready, and they're not that big of a brand, and I did not get a free pair of lashes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I'm kind of like, I hate the different marketing things, and I'm like, just let the product speak for itself. So here is what it looks like on the inside. The packaging is just beautiful. It's so fun. It's so bright. And then I feel like the shades inside are pretty unique, and I feel like there's a lot you can do with this. There's a good mix of neutrals, and I feel like a lot of these shades are more on the unique side. Like this really corally peachy shade is beautiful. This green right here is stunning. It's, oh gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a dirty green. There's quite a few different shimmery shades. There's like a gray one, a copper, a gold, and I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot you could do with this palette, so I'm really excited to try it out. I swatched it already, or at least a few shades, and they swatched pretty nice. So let's just go ahead and get this on my eyes. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go in with is this one right here called Peaches, and I'm just going to pop that in my crease. Looks very much like a salmon pink color on my eyes. I'm just gonna build that up just a little bit. So that looks pretty vibrant, and it built up well. It's blending easy, so I like that shade. I'm gonna take a smaller crease brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Grape Soda, which is this dark purple here. I'm really excited to try that one out. That one does have a little bit of kickback in the pan, but I'm just gonna start that off on my outer, just like my outer V. Blend it through my crease and then connect it to my inner corner. Just gonna build that shade up a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with my previous brush and just blend out the edges. I feel like those two colors mixed together kind of made like a magenta shade. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of Peaches over top, just to make sure it stays nice and vibrant and peachy. Alright, so next I'm going to go into this shade right here called Berry Sweet. It kind of looks like a brownie, like plum shade. I thought it looked really pretty, so I'm going to try and deepen up the crease with that. Just doing my outer third and then also bringing it on my inner third. Alright, so that's building up really pretty, and I do like that shade a lot. So I'm just going in with my previous brush and just kind of blending out the edges, making sure everything is nice and soft. I'm kind of debating, like, should I keep it like this or go a touch darker? Just for the heck of it, just to test it out, I'm going to take the black shade right here, which is called Black Sugar. Just going to pick up a little bit of that one. That does have kickback in the pan. And I'm just going to lightly do that on my inner and outer third. Again, just going in with my previous brush. And then for the center of my lid, I'm going to go ahead and go into this pink shade right here called Cotton Candy. So that shade is okay, but I feel like it's not applying the absolute best with the brush. It's kind of more like a chunky metallic shade. So I'm just going to try and see if I could build it up a little bit. This is probably one of those formulas that works a lot better with your finger. I'm just going to take whatever's left over and just tap it around my eye. I'm going to go in with the small brush and just kind of tap over the edges. I'm going to take that tiny brush and I'm going to go into a little bit of Grape Soda and just kind of use that. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of cotton candy and spray it. And then just going to tap that right along the center. So the only fallout I really got was from the shimmery shade. I did not get any fallout from the mattes, which is awesome. I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just blend out the edge of my eye just a little bit. So the lower lash line is kind of hard to decide because there's still so many colors I want to play with, but I think I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Minty. I'm just going to buff that along my entire lower lash line. Oh man, that is such a nice, like, pukey green shade. And then next I'm going to go into the shade Blueberry right here, and I'm going to do that on, like, my outer third a little bit more. It's kind of turning it into a green shade of the two shades mixed, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this shade Slush right here. You guys know I cannot do a video and not use this blue shade. I'm just going to take it up on a tiny, tiny little pencil brush. Just picking up just a little bit of product. And I'm going to pop that on my lower lash line right here. And last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade Milkshake. It's just like a lighter pale gold. Just going to pick a little bit of that up on a pencil brush, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some mascara and lashes and finish up my face, and I'll be right back to give you my first impression thoughts. Alright guys, so this is the finished look, and I figured I would mention really quickly that my highlighter today is Looksy Beauty Bombshell. I was actually going through my face singles. Back there you can see the little palette, and I was trying to decide what to use today because I feel like it does not get enough love. And I saw that this one was named Bombshell, and the brand of the eyeshadow palette we're testing out today is Bombshell, so I was like, I guess I'll just use this. And it is a really pretty, like, peachy highlighter, and it actually works really well on my fair skin. I feel like I have not used this that much, but I actually really like it. I think it's beautiful. And then my lips today is the Clarity Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Tetris. Definitely more of like a cool brown with a little bit of a yellow undertone in it. Very much of a unique shade, but I really like it, and I like the whole look put together. So now let's go ahead and talk about the palette. So I am pretty happy with my overall experience with the palette. I feel like it was pigmented, it blended easy, I didn't really have any problems working with it. There was minimal fallout, which I really appreciated, because normally I do my eyes first, but today I actually went ahead and did my face because I was watching the new Shane Dawson series on The Mind of Jake Paul, and I wanted to keep doing my makeup and not pause to film and then have to start it again. I just wanted to keep watching it, so that's why I did my face first today. Real life. But it was not a problem because there was almost no fallout, and I did do a little extra powder under my eyes, and the fallout from the shimmer shade did sweep away really easily. I'm a little bit hesitant on the shimmers. I feel like they're a little bit more of a chunky formula. Probably going to work better with your finger or sprayed. I feel like sprayed was a lot easier. Like I said, a little bit more of a chunky formula, but still really beautiful and has a nice like shine to it. I think it looks stunning. Doing like a little halo spotlight eye, which I don't do that often. I'm trying to switch it up and not do the same thing all the time, you know, light shade, medium shade, dark shade. That's just what I like to do. But I do really like the way the eye look ended up. I think, honestly, I'm impressed. I don't have any problems with it. And so really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and insert swatches of all the shades.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. Meant to be.
I was asked to compare this palette to other things, but overall I feel like it is pretty unique. I would say it's about half neutral and the other half is pops of colors, but I feel like the pops of colors are really unique, but at the same time I feel like very wearable. I feel like pretty much anyone could enjoy this palette. The one shade that I did want to do a little comparison in case you guys are curious, the shade I think that spoke to me the most out of the entire palette is this one right here called Minty. It's just such a pretty green shade. So I really wanted to just do a quick little swatch of that next to the two matte greens in the Gemini palette, because I know a lot of people really like these greens. Specifically this green right here was a little bit like lusted after, so I figure I don't think that they're going to be dupes, but I would just swatch them next to each other in case you guys are curious. So here is Leo from Gemini and Fire OG from Gemini. Leo and Fire OG. Those are swatching really funny on my hand right now. I did have primer and foundation on this hand, so maybe that's why they're swatching funny, because he's applied really beautifully. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of the shade Minty and just do that right here. It looks a little brighter, but honestly it kind of looks like that one. Which one is that? Yeah, I did another little swatch of Leo right here. So I wouldn't say that they're like dupes or anything, but I think that, I don't know, I feel like this is the kind of like the exact same color story. So I think if you were kind of wanting one of these green shades from the Gemini palette, that this minty one would be a nice like alternative. I wouldn't say dupe, but I would say alternative. I totally realized I forgot to mention this, but there is a gigantic mirror on this palette. So, and it's actually, I mean, it's a little bit heavy, but it's not too heavy. So, I mean, if you wanted to do your makeup with this mirror, like, you can see everything. Like, it's a huge mirror. So I don't really care if there's a mirror in a palette a whole bunch, but I know a lot of people do, so I thought I would mention that. So I think that's everything I have to say today. I am pretty inspired. I'm thinking maybe I could do a week of this palette. Let me know if you guys want to see 5 looks with this palette, and I can definitely do that for y'all, for myself too, because I'm excited. Alright, so I think that's everything I have to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.